What's going on YouTube? It's X-Man1991. I am back with another video. Hope you guys had an incredible weekend. I know I did. I did nothing but watch some sports this past weekend. So we're going to get right into it. So first, let's do a recap of Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals between the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks, with the Heat leading the series 2-1. Did the Hawks tie the series at 2, or did the Heat take the lead, leading the series 3-1? Let's see. The Heat only lost by a point in the first quarter, 26-25. But they made a comeback in the second quarter, outscoring the Hawks by 25, 30-15. At halftime, Heat 55, Hawks 41. The Heat dominated the second half, outscoring the Hawks by 5 in the third quarter, 25-20. After 3, Heat 80, Hawks 61. Just like the third quarter, the Heat dominated the Hawks in the fourth quarter by 5, 30-25. Final score: Miami Heat 110, Atlanta Hawks 86. The Heat leads the series 3-1. Game 5 is back in Miami tomorrow. Game 6 is back in the ATL on Thursday, and Game 7, if necessary, back in Miami on Saturday. Jimmy Butler was the player of the game with 36 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. He needed 6 more assists to go with a triple-double. So before I go any further, let's see how the other teams did. Let's see how the Suns did. The Suns lost to the Pelicans yesterday, 118-103. The series is tied at 2. Game 5 is back in Phoenix tomorrow night. Game 6, back in New Orleans on Thursday. Game 7, back in Phoenix on Saturday. I know the Warriors lost to the Denver Chicken Nuggets yesterday, 126-121, with the Warriors leading the series 3-1. Game 5 is on Wednesday, back in Oakland. Game 6 back in Denver on Friday. Game 7 back in Oakland May 1st. This is the last week of April, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Damn. We're already about to be in the 5th month of the year. Oh yeah, the Bucks did beat the Bulls yesterday, 119-95. The Bucks leads the series 3-1. Bucks. Game 5 is back in Milwaukee on Wednesday. Game 6 back in the Chi-Town on Friday. And Game 7 back in Milwaukee May 1st. But congratulations to the Heat. They now lead the series 3-1. Only one more win and they advance to the Eastern Conference semifinals. But if they lose, then it's back to Game 6 in the ATL on Thursday. The Heat is my only favorite team that's in the playoffs right now. My other 2 favorite teams, their season is done. The Lakers season is done, and the Rockets season is damn sure done. The Heat's the only team that I have left to watch, and if they get eliminated, then I can just focus on baseball. Speaking of baseball, let's go ahead and do a recap of Friday through yesterday's games between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. Starting with Friday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first two quarters or innings. The Astros scored 3 runs in the bottom of the third. The Blue Jays scored 1 run in the top of the fourth. The Blue Jays scored 2 in the top of the fifth. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. And the Blue Jays scored 1 in the top of the 9th, just when I thought they was going to take the game to extra innings. But the Astros fall to the Blue Jays on Friday, 4-3. The Blue Jays were 9-5 as the Astros fell 6-7. Here's a recap of Saturday's game. Blue Jays scored 1 in the top of the first inning, and the Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning. Blue Jays scored 1 in the top of the 6th and 7th. And neither teams didn't score shit in the last 2 innings. Final score: Toronto Blue Jays 3, Houston Astros 2. Blue Jays were 10-5 as the Astros fell 6-8. Now here's a recap of yesterday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first inning. Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the second. Neither teams didn't score shit in the third inning. Blue Jays scored 1 in the top of the fourth, while the Astros scored 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth. Both teams scored 1 run apiece in the 5th inning. Blue Jays scored 3 runs in the top of the 6th. Both teams scored 1 run apiece in the 7th inning. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 8th and 9th inning, and they took it to extra innings. Blue Jays scored 1 run in the top of the 10th, while the Astros scored 2 in the bottom of the 10th. And to avoid getting swept by the Blue Jays, the Astros take the victory over the Blue Jays 8-7. The Astros are now 7-8 as the Blue Jays fall 10-6. The Astros are in Arlington, Texas today through Thursday against the Rangers. Then this weekend, they're in Toronto in a rematch against the Blue Jays. Next Monday through Wednesday, they take on the Mariners at the crib. Cinco de Mayo through Mother's Day, they take on the Detroit Tigers. It's going to be great to see Detroit Tigers GM A.J. Hinch back at the Minute Maid Park. He returned to the Minute Maid Park last year when the Tigers, I think, swept the Astros. May 11th and 12th, they go against the Twins in Minnesota. May 13th to 15th, they go against the Nationals. May 16th and 17th, they go against the Red Sox in Boston. It was good to see George Springer back in the Minute Maid Park for the first time since he left the Astros to go play for the Blue Jays. And I'm glad a lot of people cheered for him instead of booing him, because he did win a championship with the Astros back in 2017 on Halloween. But the Blue Jays, they got us good. They kicked our asses on Friday and Saturday until we made that comeback on Sunday to avoid getting sweep. I thought they was going to sweep us, but they didn't. So, congratulations, Astros, for at least winning one game against the Blue Jays. But you got to face them again this weekend in Toronto. So, the Astros got a 7-game road trip before they come back home next week. So, that wraps up my thoughts about Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals between the Miami Heat and the Atlanta Hawks, and this past Friday through yesterday's games between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Heat and Astros rant. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comment down below. I'll be back later tonight for a video reaction remembering Lisa Left Eye Lopez, as it's been 20 years since she died in that car crash in Honduras. I can't believe it's been 20 years already. And she died the day before T-Boss's birthday. And a second rant, reminiscing 20 years of Kurt Angle revealing his new t-shirt from the April 25th, 2002 edition of SmackDown. Don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace. Go Miami Heat. And go Houston Astros.